Hey guys, if you're watching this, I am testing out something a little bit different here. I figured I would try a quick draft from my phone as I'm at work and on my lunch break and wanted to see if this is a viable way to capture some gameplay footage. If you're watching this, I guess it was acceptable enough to share with you also. Let's hop on in. Vincent, instant grab. Oh yeah. Cornered by Black Mages, Sephiroth's Intervention, to wheel, maybe even Anima. Yeah, solid pack. Let's go. Black Mage's Rod, Fire Magic. Oh, Fire Magic, sweet, because Vincent's got 2 toughness, so if I get that later in the game and have no way of really getting through, I'm sure I could take out some other 2 toughness creatures along with Vincent and just bring him back. That would be awesome. As far as removal, that's really the only thing worthwhile that I see here. White Auracite's good, but I'd have to be like fully committed to black and white to have those double pips for each of my 4-drop slot. I think Fire Magic is probably it. We have Garland. Garland's an awesome card, but the Surveil helping us fix the top of our deck. Black has some good recursion spells as well too. I don't see any removal. Tifa's Limit Break is a decent card. I think Garland's probably what I want. Block Hole is really good too, so we could consider at least blue-black or a mixture of blue, black, and red possibly. But that is the best card in the pack in my opinion. Cornered by Black Mages, let's go! I need some removal. I'd like side quest card collection, but removal first. Combat Tutorial is a solid card draw spell. Swallowed by Leviathan, pretty decent too. I don't love the conditional nature of Swallowed by Leviathan. I know I can surveil, but if I have to surveil cards that I might need to win the game, it's probably going to feel bad, but really my analysis of a counterspell is always going to be worse than the average person because I don't like being a counterspell gamer. Maybe that's on me, but I will take... You know what? I'll go against my gut instinct, and I'll put it in the deck. I'll take it for you guys. Ooh. Resentful Revelation. Solid choice. I think that is what we likely need here. Another Garland versus Cornered by Black Mages. Garland's legendary. Removal is better in this scenario without a doubt. Oh my god. Another Cornered by Black Mages. Let's go. Freya's a decent choice here, but keep in mind, she's really only good in the early game because if they get another flyer, it's shut down completely. So, premium removal. Let's go, baby. I think if I had to choose here, I'd probably take Scorpion Sentinel. Just really good stat line out the gates. 7 or more lands becomes a 4/4. Hard to say no to that, so I'll take that one. I'm going to take Keycurn Merchant over Laughing Mad. Summon Ifrit versus Lunatic Pandora. I personally don't think Lunatic Pandora is a bad card, especially when you're running black. Ifrit's cool and it is good card draw, but if I don't choose red, it just may not be the right answer. However, it is the better card, in my opinion. I'd rather have options in 3 colors, one of those options being decent rather than just committing to Lunatic Pandora and feeling about it. But it is early removal that I can get down. I don't know. Yeah, let's do Ifrit. Sages, Noliths, yeah. Better than Haste Magic in my opinion. Red Mage's Rapier, sure. Oh, the Wind Crystal and the Water Crystal? Wind Crystal's one hell of a card. Evil Reawakened, bro. Oh, there's so many good cards here. I feel like Starting Town is the move. Evil Reawakened is another solid choice. But I have not locked into a color yet. I feel like I gotta take Starting Town. I love Evil Reawaken. It's an excellent card, but I think Starting Town's it. Scorpion Sentinel seems like another really good creature to grab. The blue-red land is an option as well. I think Scorpion Sentinel. Yeah, I think that's it. Side quest, Haunt the Mark, baby. Let's go. I think that's our choice. I just want to confirm, but yeah, that's it. Shambling Seath, a really good option too. The recursion on that one is great, and I think we're moving away from red. Truthfully, like, not sold on Ifrit. Not sold on the Rapier. Garland is fine. But it's red and black, and getting that on turn 2 is not so likely, so I think Seath is where I need to be. And I also would really like a good 5-drop. However, with my removal only costing 3 mana, I think the Seath is probably a good option. Granted, it won't leave me much black, but still. Big debate here is Ultimecia. Ultimecia is really hard to flip, in my opinion, because it's 8 mana, and I have to exile 8 cards from my graveyard, but it is a 4/5, which isn't awful, but I still think that the Seath is probably it. And with 3 drops, I got the Keycurrent Merchant, I got Lock Coal, got cornered by Black Mages, swallowed by Leviathan. I think I'm going to go for creatures first and hope that some other dual lands will wheel. I think Keycurrent Merchant is also it again. I think I'm going to go for Undercity Dire Rat here. I want to stay cheap and low to the ground in this one. I do need a little bit of a top end. Malboro is a great card both to cycle and to cast. And knowing Vincent's one of my bombs, I don't need Magic Damper, as that protection is just kind of a null and void point with him because he'll come back. Let's do Malboro. Ether, Poison the Waters, another Malboro. Not bad. I think Poison the Waters is solid too. Man. I think we're going to take this. Heck dies. Probably. I'm not really a counterspell gamer, so. Hill Gigas. Kutrub Forayer. Still don't love that card. Let's take a look here. 3 drops are pretty much secured. I want a good 2-drop, and Monk's Fist is fine. But I don't know if it's better than the 4 rare. But I'm not a fan of the 4 rare, so let's take the Monk Fist. I think Rook Turret is a more than fine 4-drop. Just, I don't have a ton of artifacts. I've got a couple that are job select, so I still need some stuff in my 4-drop slot. So let's go ahead and grab that. I'll take the 4 rare just to fill out 3 drops to have options. Laughing Mad, we'll put it in the sideboard in case I decide to splash red. I don't anticipate that being the case. And oh my lord, did we get Urza? Yeah, we did. So this tells me we should really just lean into blue-black. Those be our only colors. That double pip is something I have to make sure I have by turn 4 to get Terra or Vincent out. And I'd like to see Demon Wall wheel back. And now that I have the Urza, let's see, Scorpion Sentinel artifact. Oh, this is good, man. Heck Dice is definitely not an artifact. Undercity Dire Rat, definitely not. Probably don't need the Dire Rat. But maybe Rook Turret. I've got a couple 2-drop artifacts, but those are so cheap. Crew for 1, hit him in the air. I think that's probably what we need to do. Is grab the cargo ship. I think. I mean, I'm torn here. It's that or the turret, and I really don't have a ton of 4-drops, and I'd like at least 3. So let's grab that. I don't have to crew it to attack either. Ultimecia seems to be the best choice here in this pack. Ice Magic's decent too, but we've got a lot of removal so far to at least get us some time until we can get to Vincent. I feel like I really need to focus on getting card draw right now. If we're going with solid removal, Lunatic Pandora might actually be a good option. Got 2 Rook Turrets, 1 Urza, 1 Vincent. Creating a copy of an artifact could actually really help a lot with Urza here. And maybe, just maybe, that's the right move. I like it in theory. Ice Flan. Affinity for artifacts. I feel like we gotta do that in this deck. I like Sahagin, but I'd rather have the artifact creatures for Urza, so I don't think that's the deck he needs to be in. I think we're going with the dual land. World map, just to have another early artifact. Retrieve the Esper's kind of a no-brainer there, but Lionheart's also a bit of removal. We'll grab, I don't know, I like the recursion on Retrieve the Esper. Let's do that. We will grab, I might do the Baron Airship just to have Fire Magic in there. Actually, I don't know, that's not the move. Keycurrent Merchant or another world map? Probably another world map. Rook Turrets, probably don't need any more copies, but Precious Wanderings can go on the sideboard. I can go on the sideboard as well. And we've got a deck. So I will build this later with you guys. I'll see you there. Alright guys, I'm back. So I finalized the deck. There is one card that I'm debating keeping in here. We'll see if we draw it at all, and if I do and I don't feel that it works for what I need, I will get rid of this Realm Sketching and sub in another Rook Turret. I like the concept of having a flyer that can allow us to draw and discard. However, I do think that the potential for Realm Sketching, copying another creature that's maybe giving us a problem on the other side is also a great idea. So we'll keep that in mind, but this is the build. Pause it right here if you want to check it out in full, but we're going to hop into some games. I hope you guys are ready, because I am. I have been thinking about this deck all day long, and I am so ready for it. A little pre-game hydration. And pre-game is a pretty accurate statement, because this is a lot of time before the game. Nearly 30 seconds, guys. Can you believe it? Well, this is pretty great. Not gonna get too cocky, but I think we won. The reason I'm playing the world map and not the Sage's Nolus is due to the fact that I want to find black mana for both side quest Hunt the Mark and Cornered by Black Mages. Go ahead and get the Monk's Fist out. I got something. Okay. So if we don't sense that they're holding priority from here, I think we're in the clear to put Urza out. When I say Urza, I also mean Terra. Oh, perfect. Yeah, we are in the clear, my friends. Things are about to get really nasty. Sorry, my dude. Alright, so we can tap our artifacts for blue and get the Sage's Noliths out, which I think is great. So we will tap those artifacts down. Yep. Tapped both. That was weird. I'm gonna swing with this one. Let's put the pressure on him. Losing Ifrit to a Monk's Fist hero? Okay. YC Punk, you crazy. So I looked at some stats on 17 lands today, and Terra / Urza is one of the highest win rate cards in both the Through the Ages set and Final Fantasy, so they're probably sweating if they know that too. Seems to be a lot of thinking going on. Okay. I think the move here is probably Cornered by Black Mages, just due to the fact that they only have one creature. And we'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll tap the Monk's Fist. And we will equip equip the Terra. Well, hold on. Let's do this really quickly before we do. We're going to tap an artifact we control. We'll tap the Sage's Noliths. And now we'll do this, and we'll equip Terra. Now we move to combat. We will untap Terra. We'll end our turn. That's fine, brother. That is fine. Because we're going to make your life very complicated. Let's take a look at your hand here. Okay, got another Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. Side quest card collection. I expect we'll see that one come down next turn. Does she lose her abilities? Yeah, that's fine. We got plenty of value out of Terra so far. Swing here. I probably should have moved the equipment. I don't know what I was thinking there. Really, I think the only reason I didn't move it is I was already dead set on attacking with those two and didn't process the fact that the Terra being tapped, that the equipment was still on her. So, I think now's probably a really good time to do this. Actually, hold on. +1/+0. Yeah. Let's do this. What I'm trying to get them to do is use the other Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum on the Sage Noliths hero. Because I don't know what they have. They seem to be struggling to get out creatures, so if we keep the board state advantage and keep casting non-creature spells, we should in theory be fine. Prima Vista's not going to do anything on its own. Neither is the magicked card. Let's go ahead and just get a land down. Let's move the Monk's Fist over and see if we can bait out that spell. They're desperate and they don't have the mana for the other card, so I imagine probably will. I'm just going to get this out now to, again, put on pressure prior to combat to see if we can get that. We're just going to hang tight in the meanwhile. Then on their end step, I'll probably crack the world map and go grab another island just to thin out the deck and see if we can get to something else a bit faster. Because the one thing I don't want to happen now that Terra and the artifact creature that she created are gone is just kind of come to a crawl. Which we got some other good cards in the deck. I'm not too concerned about that. We got a lot of flyers. How did they do that? Oh, it's not a creature spell. Never mind. It's fine. Let's let them hit. The fact that they discarded that's hilarious to me. They do have 4 mana up, so they could recrew the Prima Vista on our turn, but that's fine. Interesting. So now they can crew the Magicked Carpet as well, so keep that in mind, guys. Come on, Vincent. Or another cornered by black mages would be great, and we've got 2 others, so pretty confident we could get that to work in our favor. Okay, maybe not. Now that they ditched the... Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, I'm gonna see what we can get out of their hand if they even have anything. Guys, I know this thing's gonna die. I know that. Alright, so let's do this. Surveil 2, perfect. Oh, man. Guys see this and think, hell yeah. So I'm going to put them in a bit of a bind here. They're passing, which is exactly what we wanted. I'm going to counter that. Pay 5. What? Okay, sure. I'll pay it. I want the lockdown. Alright. Keep that land in hand for now. They crewed the Prima Vista. If we're playing a waiting game, their flyers are conditional either upon crew or casting a creature spell. So I think we're just gonna chill. Looks like they're gonna crew the magic card, maybe? Ah. Bet you didn't see that coming. And truthfully, I did not. I did not see that coming. I'm really considering taking the trade here. Because I've got other flyers. They're probably going to run out. Yeah. I'm going to equip up the Lot Coal as well. I wish I had equipment that gave me more toughness. Oh, this is perfect, bro. Actually, let's just play it all out. So they lose 2 life. Discard a card. Exile the top 3 of their library. I want to know what they have. We're going to find out either way, whether they cast it or discard it, but... Huh? Interesting. We're all kind of in a standstill here, so my hope is we can get into an artifact flyer. I don't really want to swing with Lot Coal because it's not a great trade either way. They either give up the construct here or the hero token with the katana, and when they do that, they're just going to re-equip, and they're going to put it on the magic card. So that would be a 6/6 flyer, which would then put us on, well, still a 3-turn count, but if they keep tapping down the flyer, they're going to crew it with the Terra, and that will only leave the construct and or the hero up to block when I attack with Lock Coal again, or I can send in the Malboro next time. But if I do send in the Malboro, they can block with the Terra, but as I just mentioned, they'd probably use that to crew. So I'm going to hang tight for now. Well, that's rough. I hope they send the Malboro back to hand. I'm sure they'll do the mage token. If they were smart, they'd do the mage token. Okay. They are smart. I'm just bummed we never got to do Terra's ability. But I could make a copy of the token if I draw Realm Sketching, which would be hilarious. But of course I draw land. So they did not attack with the magic card, which tells me they were a bit concerned. The only downside to attacking with Lock Coal is if he doesn't deal combat damage, then I don't get to draw a discard. But we might find out how scared they are pretty soon. The thing I don't want is that construct to grow, but I also don't want them to re-equip the Samurai's katana. So maybe, just maybe, this is the move. Yep, there we go. Don't know why I didn't see it before. Because now this forces them to crew up the magic card and block the Malboro. So they're willing to trade, which I love. So now their evasion is gone. Put this back on the Lock Coal. And we end our turn. God, I would love to transform that so bad. I really need Vincent, like big time. Prompto? Eh. Cool if you attacked with it. Sweet. This helps a ton, bro. Alright. But they're probably just gonna throw the construct and the Prompto in front of Lock Coal, which I'm fine with. I hate to lose him, but we do have the life advantage pretty significantly, but they're going to start to outvalue us due to the fact that they have 10 lands, so they can do Terra's ability twice. So either they've got something good in hand they can cast, or they've got the ability to hit something off the top twice. So we need to start moving, and I need to at least take a stab at getting a chance at drawing and discarding. And if not, at least taking out some of their creatures. And this sucks, but let's see what they do. Yep, as expected. So, lose both. That's fine.
Bada bing, bada boom. Three, no. Two. There we go. And we just need one more thing to die. So if they don't get a creature with 7 toughness, we can swing again next turn and get a kill and flip the side quest Hunt the Mark. And then we can sack the Terra when it attacks, and we should be able to break through. That's fine, that's fine. That changes things. Cornered by black mages would go a long way here. Please don't have a counter spell. Thank God. We're really close to flipping. Shantoto. Okay. I'd rather see them spend mana on cards in their hand because that... Actually, I don't know about that. Oh, that's not good. They're in red. So 6 plus 3 is 9. Takes me down to 8. Next turn, they swing for 9. I have to block something? It's beginning of my end step. I'm gonna take the bait here, and I'm just gonna go for the Terra. I'm gonna try and buy time. Okay, interesting. Well, that spell was 0 mana, my dude. It was free. It was free. You don't get to draw a card when it's free. But yeah, we do have a flyer. See, I was thinking so strictly in terms of board state that I guess I didn't think if we got flying damage through that we would just win. They've kept up mana for Terra, which tells me that they may just be hoping to rip something off the top. They've got 4, 8, plus 11, plus potentially whatever. I'm going to... I'm gonna put this here for now. I don't know what they're up to. They may have life gain somehow. I doubt it in blue and red. I don't think there's a card in the set. Yeah, they've got something, but I'm just gonna hover over Terra just to make them anxious about the fact that if they do only have that, that I'm pretending I'm aware of that. Just to play a little mind game with them. And if they rope out, that's a really good sign too. And truthfully, I don't mind spending the mana to put the Monk's Fist on there if they have some spell to remove the Rook turret. Because I still have enough to equip the Kikern Merchant, and I have nothing in hand. This doesn't look great for him. Okay. I'm willing to give it a shot, but just to look, we have 7 plus 2, 9 plus 4, 13 plus whatever. I can block 4 and potentially go down to 9. This is ballsy. But sometimes you just gotta go for the win. And based on what I'm seeing from them, I think it's just Terra. Now, they could rip something off the top again. They really could. They could have a flyer, they could have a removal spell, and it could just be over. But looking at the board and knowing they can also do that on their turn, that could also be the case then. So if I can present lethal, I'm going to do it. They're not stopping it. They're going to highlight. Yeah, they're going to do Urza. No whammies, no whammies. Streams of Laguna. Okay, but what are you going to cast for one? Let's go. You milled out. I didn't even realize it. Guys, we might hit diamond too. No freaking shot, brother. Really? Let's go. That was a long game. Let's go to the next one. Really quick before game 2, I just came over here and I dropped the single copy of Shambling Seath, and I replaced it with another Keycurrent Merchant, because what I found very quickly in that game is I need to get to answers or my bombs fast. Any possible way I can do that, I'm going to try. So let's do this. We're going to head into game 2. Whew, let's go. Game 2. Yeah, it's just fine. We got world map. Let's go. Now, knowing I have Urza in the deck, I could keep the world map up. I could try to hit the land here, which is probably a better move. So let's do Resentful Revelation and see what I can get. Oh yeah, I'm going to take the starting town. Actually, do I need it? Probably not. It doesn't change anything for me. Maybe later in the game, but chances are pretty good I'll have the mana that I need by then, and I still have world map out, so if I have to go get another land at some point, not a problem. I think the move here is cornered by black mages. It's a single creature. We can get rid of it. Make a wizard of our own. Phang. Let me read that again. When a creature leaves, or one or more cards leave your graveyard, draw a card and lose a life. Yeah, but that could kill you if you lose a life, bro. Do you really want to do that? And I think now I'm going to ditch the world map. Let's get the Monk's Fist out. Get the trigger for the wizard. Job select. Let's do this. Let's hit our land drop. Let's go get an island. No attacks. Now, in theory, I could have played Lock Coal on turn 3 and hit them with the Cornered by Mages on turn 4. But then I wouldn't have had the mana to get the land, so I think that was probably best. Shinra Reinforcements. What do you have in the grave? Summon Fat Chocobo. As long as you don't have a way to get that back, I'm fine. I think we need to get Lock Coal out. I don't think we're swinging, so no reason to do it after combat. They don't have anything overly strong and nothing that can kill Lock Coal on block, so let's try to get the advantage of drawing and discarding in now. We can discard Retrieve the Esper if need be. We do have the Ice Flan as well, but I'm not feeling... Okay, now I'm feeling a reason to use it, so... Yeah. No blocks for now, I'll take 4. Okay. I think Retrieve the Esper is a fine play here, however... No, let's do Rook Turret, just for sequencing and to get some advantage. Gonna swing with the Monk's Fist, knowing I can block their creatures next turn with Rook Turret. I don't know, I'm debating how I should have done that. I could have kept mana up for Ice Flan last turn as well, knowing we missed a land drop, or done it on my turn, but I just don't feel like losing the creature. I don't think the one land's gonna make or break us. If we can start drawing and discarding, we're going to have all the advantage we need. Oh my god, they're going to meld. Oh my god, they're going to meld. Oh no. No way. Well, I mean, if we lose to it, that's fine. I've never seen that yet. And I love Vanilla and Phang melding. Kind of all for it, I'm not going to lie. It's a 7/6, and when it dies, destroy target permanent, return target non-legendary permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So Malboro, we need to keep a card in hand to discard. Probably retrieve the Esper. Let's do... I will need 6 total toughness, so yeah, unfortunately it'll have to be the flyers that block it. Surveil 2. That just feels bad keeping that there. Oh no, we need land though. But is that going to win us a game? No, it's not. Draw. I think discard the Keycurrent Merchant. Knowing they're going to meld, how much mana do they need? Pay 5. No attacks. It's about to get nasty. This is a crazy moment. I bet they have a solid win rate for this draft if they can do this often. They got the... Oh yeah, they got the Chocobo back too. That sucks. That's gonna be rough. Yeah, I would do it too, my friend. It's got Menace, Trample, Reach, Vigilance. Destroy target permanent. They're gonna take the hero token. Yeah, we have to kill this thing. We have 7, so no trample damage. Now, if they have a combat trick, we're cooked. But I don't know what else we would have done. So they're gonna kill that. Target permanent? Oh no, land? Wow. Discard, retrieve the Esper. Oh no, Terra's in the grave. And Vincent, you freaking jerk. My dude. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. We gotta reduce their board state. The chances of making it out alive are so freaking slim. Oh my god, man. That's crazy. We lost our bombs to the Malboro? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we are cooked, brother. But we do have Realm Sketching. So if they have another bomb... We don't have Realm Sketching. Whatever. Oh, we got Retrieve the Esper? I guess? The only way that we're gonna win is by pinging them for damage. So, let's take a look here. We have 2 Cornered by Black Mages used already. I've got a 3rd in the deck. We didn't hit it here in those 6 cards. They're gonna do Summon Fat Chocobo, likely. I'm not saying we've completely lost, but chances are pretty good. They're gonna equip a creature with that, because that's gonna drain us faster. Right. So they've got their own little Black Mage now. I'm gonna block with this little guy right here. Yep. Yeah, we're cooked, chat. Oh my, we did it again. An unexpected chain of events. We squeezed out a victory. Squeeze isn't a word. We squeezed out a victory last time, so it's not impossible. I don't think this matters, but we're gonna lose the token no matter what. If they cast a non-creature spell, it's gonna hurt. If I draw another creature next turn, or honestly what would be even better is a job select artifact, we can ping them for 3, get another body. They may not attack with the Marlborough that's equipped. Oh, Arden! Okay, we're super cooked. Anything and everything happened in this game, guys. You saw it here. Yep, GG, bro. Arden has won me many games myself. Yeah, I mean, we can. I can survive, but they go back to 20 and we're down to 1, so... good game? Alright, we'll say it. I think that was just unlucky. This chain of events right there, that wrecked us. Absolutely wrecked us. Vincent would have kept us alive, but... that's all she wrote. On to game 3. Another game where we wait. What, 30 seconds again? More? Sorry guys, just waited about 45 seconds there for a match, so if you see some footage missing, it's not malicious. I didn't sneak in a game or anything. It's not bad. Can't play this right away, but that's fine. It's a fine hand. It's not the best hand, but we do have Realm Sketching, which can always be fun. If I had more single target removal where I could choose what creature I'm removing, that would be great, but I don't think I had the opportunity. I think I passed on a Sephiroth's Intervention at one point, but I think there was some other card that was well worth taking. I'm sure I'll go back and watch it and let you know. Oh, this is a Wizards of the Coast team member? I've never played one in all of my time playing Arena. Thousands of games. Thousands. This is a first, so I'm gonna do them a service and say hello. Do I offer the trade? Probably not. I don't think it's worth it. Especially not when we got Keycurn Merchant, so. Paladin's Arms, that's a little nasty. It's good common. Like, super good common. I think we're gonna Resentful Revelation. See what we can peel off the top. Yeah, buddy. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want to put in the grave. That enters tapped. We've got Keycurn Merchant to draw and discard. We can start cooking, guys. But yeah, in case you didn't track what I was saying, an orange name up here indicates a Wizards of the Coast MTG Arena. I don't know if it's an employee, ambassador. I think it's an employee. I wish they would have attacked. That would have been sweet. Draw, discard. Probably the Monk's Fist. Maybe the land? Because I don't have a lot of 5-drops. No. I think with removal we can ditch the Monk's Fist for now. Now I'm regretting it. Let's do this pre-combat. Let's see what they've got. I know they're just going to make a token, but it's fine. Okay. At least we know if they have a counter spell. Now we pass. Do the same thing again, except this time we can discard the island pretty confidently. Because I would rather get to my bombs than be on curve. Oh, that's rough. That's gonna mess us up a lot. I need to play... What do I need to play? I need Vincent fast. Because I won't be able to cast him. But what I can do is make my own Ultima. So that's an option. Let's get another swamp out before Ultima pops off. Is this the move? Probably. So we can trade Ultima for Ultima. Is it when it attacks? Yes, it is. So they might do that just to get rid of our dual land. It's pass turn. So for those that don't know, when Ultima attacks, you put a blight counter on target land for as long as that land has a counter, blight counter on it. It loses all land types and abilities, and it basically becomes a waste, only making colorless mana. Which is rough. This at least should slow them down from doing that. Or they may attack once, and we block with Ultima, and we've avoided the threat. They may send that back to hand. They may do the same old stuff the blue always does. Sure. Yep, go ahead and do it. Go for the dual land, bro. I feel like that took overly long to decide. That was the obviously best land to get. God, I hated Ultima and FF16, and I hate him here too. So now I have to be careful with my lands, but I have more blue, so let's do this. Hopefully I can draw another black at some point. Oh, we need to get Terra down, but I'm kind of scared. I've got the right mana for it. Why does that only cost 3? What am I missing here? Oh, what am I not getting? How is that 3 mana? I'm so confused. You guys see that too? Alright, whatever. Going for the win. I hate this. It's obviously not a counter spell. Unless they're just a jerk and think this is fun. Which they might be. How many artifacts do I have right now? 1, 2 with the creature itself. Why was that 3 mana? What am I not getting? That's so crazy to me. Am I missing something here? Is the game broken? I know I can tap the artifacts, like I got that. That's a given, but how is that 3? -1/-1's not really worth it. I want to see their hand. Interesting game though, that's for sure. Oh, they couldn't syncopate. I had the mana for it. Alright, now I know not to tap Terra. But they can oh, that freaking sucks, bro. Well, wait, that's 5 mana. It's a cost reduction if it's tapped. Never mind. Alright, so Terra's cooked. You got 4 turns of damage from Ultima. Really curious to see what they do here. Right, we know. Did that to themselves? Huh? Why? Oh, what are they doing? They letting me win? I'm so confused, guys. Like, I know they're a Wizards of the Coast employee, but they are only silver. I mean, you can still be good in silver. That's not impossible, but I think since I'm out of black mana, what we probably want to do is hit him with the free spell. Okay, that's fine. Like, they've got the mana to kill it. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. Yeah, I know. Where is this mana coming from? This is an artificer count as an artifact? Like, what? Something's up here. Well, no, I got that artifact, never mind. But either way, I still can't get over how Terra was 3. If anyone's watching, let me know. I gotta do this now while I have the mana. Discard a card. Well, this is tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need the rook turret, and I really need the corner by black mages, but the ice flan would also tap down. I think the black mages just isn't it right now. Why are they doing that to themselves? It's not Commander, bro. Like, you gotta beat me. You don't have to be nice. I can't get better if you're nice. Are they gonna do Aerith Rescue Mission? No. Gillicat? Okay. Okay, got another land, thank goodness. I think I am gonna play it. Well, no, maybe not. Okay, here's the thing. If I do Ice Flan, they can counter it. But if I do Rook Turret, they pay 1 blue for Syncopate. I have to pay 3 and it gets through. So let's do that. I really don't want to lose. And I'd willingly pay the 3 here. Just to have a blocker for Ultima. Because I'm on a 2-turn counter with him now. But even better, I have 3 mana to put on the Rook Turret. Now, the other thing is they have the stun counter for the Rook Turret, but at least I can bait that out now. Trying to decide if the Ice Flan's gonna win me the game by casting it, and it's not. So I need the land and I need to draw and discard because they've got Syncopate and I can't afford to pay for it with the Ice Flan. Now they may do Aerith Rescue Mission here, I don't know. If I was them, I would. I'd tap down that Rook Turret and the Construct token, along with a Keycurrent Merchant, and swing with everything, because they got 19 life. Like, we're not in a position to kill them by any means. Yep, that's exactly what I just said, right? Yep. Yep, stun counter on the turret. As expected. Why are they doing that? Like, when, bro? You could have shut me out. But you didn't. I have no blockers. Yeah, I still can't afford to pay for the Ice Flan. Guaranteed. I'd have to get another land, but I don't know what's coming now. I don't know. We lost. I hate this. Like, did I do something wrong in this game, in the last game? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm still gonna try for the ice plan and try and stay alive, which I can't afford, so. Because they're gonna, well, syncopate me for 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is making everything cheaper? What am I not understanding here? Oh, when you tap for colorless, it taps for additional. Duh. I've just been thinking about Ultima as for what his blight counters are doing to me. But I have my own. I'm so dumb. Alright. So we can do this. We can put a stun counter on Ultima, thank God. Which means we can get our Rook turret back as a blocker. We can handle the Galacat for a couple more turns. And now I understand why they're putting the blight counters on their own lands, because it doubles their mana. Duh. 3, where'd you get 3? Oh, duh. Blight counters, just what we were talking about. It doesn't matter. Are we really cooked? Should I have drawn and discarded for another land at some point? Yep. Definitely should have. Like, I'm not going to get anything. There's nothing I can do. Alright, whatever. Let's quit. I feel like I fumbled the bag in some capacity. It doesn't matter. Move on. Imagine having one of the best cards in the format and throwing a game twice. 1 win, 2 losses. Let's go. I go first with an awful hand, but the mana to pay for Terra. Okay. Let me wrap this up here. Texting my buddy who plays Magic, and told him how I have fumbled this one so far. I mean, guys, let me know. Do you think I did? I couldn't have stopped the stun counter on the Rook turret. I couldn't have prevented the Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum on the Terra that game. The previous game before, I think that one also got tapped down. Was Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. It's just crazy. Grandpa Sochu. Fine, fine, fine. Please just give me a win, Arena. 1. At least 1. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm getting pretty down on myself. I used to be pretty decent at drafts. We're talking like 4 or 5 years ago. In paper, I perform a lot better because I also know what the other players at the table have because I drafted with them. So there's a bit of an expectancy. That's the thing with Arena, like you never play the people that you drafted with. It doesn't work that way, and this is quick draft, so there's nobody else around. But in my defense, at least, those past 2 games didn't feel conventional. They felt like people with the right answers at the right time. But then again, drafting a good deck nets you those results more often. Well, I'm gonna go for it. They got black, so they'll probably kill it next turn with Sephiroth's Intervention. But I'll be honest, like, I don't know what else I would do. I'm trying to win a game here. I'm also not a blue player for the most part. I'm not saying this plays like a blue deck, because it really doesn't. I don't know. I'm just bitter. And I think that's what I want to pivot to with this series. Like, I want to become better. Like, I need help with it. I feel like every time I sit down to draft, I'm incredibly happy with the deck that I made, and I'm incredibly disappointed with the results. They're going to put that on the 3/3, I would imagine. Get a heavy beater. Yep. I hope they attack with it. Do it. Please attack, please attack, please attack. Okay. I don't have the mana for Cornered by Black Mages or side quest Hunt the Mark. Not a problem. That kind of sucks because they can kill this. But by getting this out, I can put some pressure on them. Lock Coal at least gets me to answer sooner, but Malboro gets me the black land next turn, so we're going to do it that way. How many artifacts do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to attack with the Construct, because I don't want to play the Malboro. At least I think I don't. Or maybe I just go for value? That's Terra. That's what Terra does. Because what's underneath that lock coal? I don't mind if I draw a lock. Actually, let's do it. Yeah, let's do the Terra thing. That's what you're all here for. Oh, you shuffle? Huh? Do I need to read more? And I can't play the land? What the f... Did I already play one? Guys, I'm also really tired today. I probably shouldn't have made this video. I probably should have waited. I probably should just kept this deck on hand. Like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Why did I do that? Whatever. Enjoy me wallowing in my own pity. Yeah, I think I know why I'm not good anymore. I don't read cards anymore. Like, I can't be bothered to do it, which is a shame on me. Like, I can't tell you what Bard's Bow says. I can't tell you what Grand Pulse Ochu says. I can tell you an idea. Like, I think Grand Pulse Ochu is pay 7 mana, and it gets +1/+1 for each permanent in your graveyard. Oh, boom, look who told the future. Me, I wasted it. Yay! Alright, I'm winning this. I don't care. I'm so freaking mad about this. I don't even care. Also didn't think about that. Like, see, that's the thing. Like, I'm not thinking. Can't be bothered to think. Whatever. Cornered by Black Mages. Get me a treasure token. Please let me flip the freaking side quest. I'm starting to get angry, guys. Yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I used to think about every option. I used to read cards. I finally won one. Somehow. Oh, did I have fun? Nope, did not. That's rare for me. I always say yes when I win. 2 wins, 2 losses. I think I've had Terra every game but one. The one where I got double Malboro'd and both my bombs went in the trash. That was kind of funny. So I'm gonna try and change my perspective too and be a little more optimistic. I know my problem. I've gotten carefree, I've gotten lazy, I haven't read the cards, I'm not looking at every tiny little detail. I used to do it and I can be better. Doesn't take much work. We have Cornered by Black Mages that we ideally will want to play by turn 3, so we're going to get a swamp out. We're going to play the world map. On turn 2, if we don't have anything to do, we will probably crack that world map. Unless we feel that cycling Malboro is the better option, and I don't think either of those things are right now. So we're going to Resentful Revelation, and we're going to grab Vincent Valentine. because I want to win a game with Vincent. And we've got a way to get mana next turn, which is great. Phang, yep. One or more scouts, pirates, and or rogues you control deal combat damage to a player. Exile the top card of that player's library. You may cast it. If you don't, create a treasure token. Knowing our luck, they're probably going to get Urza. When they... Hold on. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a counter on each scout, pirate, rogue. That's pretty nasty. Well, now I don't need to go and fetch mana, and now I've got an optimal play, and we're going to take one of their bombs. Sorry, brother. I am the captain now. Armon. Woof. They're also in black, so I don't care if they kill this. Now we've got Terra. That's about to be fun. Now we just have to find a way to kill one of their things. Huh? Oh, it has to be flipped. Whatever. Well, they got rid of their removal, so I'm willing to tangle a little bit. Okay. Okay. If we draw a land, I think Malborough's the move here. Oh yeah, hit me for 5 in the air. That seems fun. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hang tight for a second. Oh yeah, there we go. So we will cast this, ping them for 1, destroy the Ahriman with the equipment, force them to re-equip at the cost of 3 life next turn. They go down to 13, we go down to 8. It's a shame we didn't have Vincent there, because that would have been so freaking good. I can tap for 1 mana. I have 2 artifacts, so I can get 2 mana if I need to. I'm gonna send this. Like, I feel like I need to race them right now. Also, guys, I just cleaned my glasses right before I started, and I got a smudge on them already, right where I can see it. Like, maybe this is just my day, you know? Maybe it's just my luck. Sure. Yep. 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 Okay. So I've got a flyer. I hate to lose that one to Ahriman. I think Rook Turret's the better option here. So can I cast a spell for free without losing a blocker I need? I've got 2 lands, 1 treasure. Oh, I've got another... Oh. tap the world map and have a second flyer up. Yeah. And the other disadvantage that I find playing Arena is... We're gonna tap that, and I don't have to spend it. I freaking love it. Oh, I love it. Surveil, too. The other thing that I hate about playing on Arena is... I can't just see the card text by looking at the battlefield. Like, when I play paper, I can see it all. I can draw and discard. I don't think I want to. I think I want the Malboro. And as far as applying pressure, I think I need to do this. We just might win this one, guys. Maybe this will create some positivity, you know? Maybe we'll trophy. Maybe I learned such a valuable lesson earlier on that I'll come through. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that so much. That sucks. That with the Dark Knight sword? Oh my gosh. But I think we got the win here anyways. Are you dumb? You are. You're not. So we're gonna hit him with the Malboro. And then the Scorpion Sentinel's free with the 2 artifacts. So they lose 2 life. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures on the ground. They have an 8/8. I've got Terra with 4 defense, the Construct with 5, the Malboro with 4. I think we can make it out, guys. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna present lethal, and they'll be forced to block. They're gonna take the Valkyrie aerial unit. Queen Braun's not gonna do anything because it's prowess, and whenever it attacks, it makes that little token. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was you too. But here's the issue. The Phantom Train can also be equipped with that, so it gets another 3. So let's pretend that's a 7. We have 5, 10, plus 4, 14, minus 7, 7. Hold on. Oh, yes, brother. So that's a 5/5. With the Great Sword, it's an 8/5, 9/5, 10/5, 11/5. And we've got 14 toughness. Yeah, we should survive. But let's go to damage. Do I have another way to ping them for life? Don't think so. Let's do auto pay. We'll do this, submit 1. Do this, submit 1. So now we've got more toughness to outlast the Trampler, and we should win the game. Yeah. And we get another toughness on the Construct, so that's nice. Yeah, create a treasure token. Let's go. And we get more toughness on the Construct. Oh man, side quest with Urza? Woo-hoo-hoo. Now whatever card they have, it could change everything. Side quest on the mark. Still don't think that's enough. Huh? Bro, I'm gonna put everything in front of it. Are you kidding me? So, this. Oh man, they've got us in a bind. So let's do this. Let's put it in front of one of their strongest. They sack 2, that goes up to 8. Yeah, what happened to their... They sacked their artifact? Huh? I didn't even catch that. Why'd they do that? With that play they just made, that could have made a difference. Because what's so tricky here is let's say you assign blockers to all these creatures. Like, oh, I gotcha. I'll put something with the most toughness in front of the Phantom Train. Then they sack 3. And it's a 9/9. Like, we still wouldn't lose, but if we had less life, like, that was not the move, sacrificing that. You just would have sacrificed the Aramon that was equipped to. Well, they couldn't pay the 3 life. Never mind. I see why. See, not thinking. Thinking after. I need to change it. But also, I'm tired. Leave me alone. Next game. Alright. 3 wins, 2 losses. Let's roll. So I got a funny little story for you guys. I got a cat. Her name's Luffy. And I got home from work today, and as always, I open my door, and I'm pushing my door open, watching for her, because she's usually right there, like, waiting for me. And I fully expected... Oh, shoot, I don't feel like I keep this. But they do go first. I'll keep. Either way, I fully expected her to be right there at the door like she always is when I come home. And she wasn't. I'm like, okay, maybe she's asleep, because sometimes I'll get back to my apartment and she'll eventually like wake up and realize I'm home and be super excited. But I walked in, didn't see her. Didn't see her anywhere. I'm like, shoot, did I let her out behind me today when I left? Like, what's going on? I'm like, is she still asleep in the back? Like, called her name, didn't hear anything. Called her name again, didn't hear anything. Making like the sounds like, you know, like you do for a cat. And it was wild to me because I'm like, I don't hear her and I don't see her, which is strange. And then I start walking towards the kitchen. I hear her meow. I'm like, whew, okay, she's here. Like, maybe she just woke up. And I thought maybe she was sleeping on top of the fridge like she does from time to time. And she wasn't. So I turn on the kitchen light and I'm looking in there. I'm like, where are you? And just could not find her. And also, I'm willing to trade with either of these creatures. So let's be the aggressor here. Either way, I hear her meow again. And I'm like, for real, where are you? I'm looking down at my feet like, did I miss her? Is she somewhere? And now that the light's on, I can see a bit better. I hear her meow one more time, and I look right down. And I have a set of cabinets in my kitchen that meet in a corner with the dishwasher. And the dishwasher has like a little piece of wood next to it on its side of the corner. And she was like snuggled up under there, and her head was sticking out, and she was meowing. I'm like, oh, she's stuck. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do to get her out of there. I feel like I need to block this one. I doubt they can get land for 1 mana, but I'm not going to take that risk. And I had to coax her out with a treat to finally get her out. Like, I think she was stuck, but I think the treat gave her so much motivation that she was like, yo, I gotta get out of here. Because she was meowing quite a bit. And kind of like a, hey, please help me meow. I'm not going to attack this time because I want to have someone to block Garnet in case they kill the Rook turret. But it was just kind of funny because it was so tragic for her to be in there. I don't know how long she was there. She found her way out. But it was just one of those funny things where it's like, where's my cat? And it's like, oh, she's stuck under the cabinet next to the dishwasher. And it was cute and funny at the same time. But, you know, that's cats. What needs to die here? That could be gross. Don't really have any enchantment creatures, so I'm not worried about the coral. If I don't know what to choose, let's do a corner by black mages and pay to put the Monk's Fist on the Rook turret so they can choose which creature they want to lose here. This seems to be the better play. And now we do this. Because 4 in the air is quite substantial. They're not going to get 4 through next turn. Oh, tap target non-enchantment creature. Again, reading helps. I don't know. They're not in a great position. It's not the best board I've ever seen, but they're not hitting land drops when I expect them to. Are they going to tap the Scorpion Sentinel? Yeah. I feel like if we're just going to race, I take 4. Because we're just going to take another creature from them. I feel like I don't want to take the Garnet yet. I think I want them to make the decision again about what needs to go. And I make another wizard, which is awesome. So now we're racing at a quicker pace than they are. Probably take one of your Chocobo tokens, my dude. And next turn I can block with the 1/1 if I need to. If they're going to get smart, they will leave the curl up to tap the Rook turret before combat. So I will probably prepare to put the Monk's Fist on the little token over here. Put them in a bit of a bind to where it's not as incentivizing to attack with everything. Because no matter what, you either got a blocker that can kill their attackers or a blocker that can withstand it and they can only tap 1. Or they don't attack at all and they leave the curl untapped to use its effect on my turn for Rook turret. But now they attack, really. Oh, you were trying to use the ability. You can still attack and leave the curl untapped and then use it before I assign blockers. When a creature enters, it gets +1/+1. Four more birds. Transform that. Really? Do they have Tifa's whatever? If so, I want to force it here and not on the lifelinker. Because I can't stop the lifelink. No matter what, I can't. But I want them to lose the curl. Or feel tempted to double its power and toughness. Which I don't think that's how that works. It's just +2/+2. Okay. That's fine. It's a fine trade. Combat trick for a little tiny token? Heck yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we do this right now. Have the 2 mana up for the Monk's Fist again. Ping them for 2. Draw on discard. I don't think I need to. I think I'm fine. I'm sitting pretty here. Gonna swing with the Rook turret. If I was them, I probably would have given +2/+2 to Garnet last turn. I don't know if me losing that token and them not losing the curl was worth it in comparison. Because this little trick of theirs is only good for so long, and it's not great with their board state doing it for their attackers. It's better stopping my attacker, but they haven't figured that out yet. So they may have another combat trick. I don't really know. I'm gonna attempt to stop the 3/2 here, and if they've got another combat trick, they can go for it. I doubt they're gonna kill us with whatever they have. Didn't die. I'm fine with that. Realm sketching. Alright. I think it's probably time to kill something. We ping for 2. They go down to 7. Why are they saying good game? We swing and we win? There's no way that they just threw the game like that. Bro, you did this, not me. They have no mana up. They have no free spells. Nice. And we go for the win. Alright. Not a Terra / Urza or Vincent in sight. And my friends, Platinum. I've been Platinum and limited for a hot minute. Let's keep rolling. We're still in this. So I keep thinking back to my game, or 2 games, I guess, where we effectively lost Terra due to these stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. And I'm trying to think, like, if I was the other player and I was up against one of the best 3 cards in the format, wouldn't I try to shut it down too? And the answer is yes. So, like, really, I don't think I could have probably stopped what happened in those matches from happening, because that shutdown happened so early in both games. Like, I could wait to play Terra. That's a potential strategy, like if I'm holding things down just fine. But does that just mean that they're going to hold their removal until they see something that they feel is a bomb? Possibly. I don't really know. Oh, I got Realm Sketching. I really want to use that again. Let's get double black down just in case we get cornered by mages. Let's get Sage's Nolus out. They're playing blue. A turn 2 counter just doesn't seem likely. What do they have? And that's the other thing too. Like, part of the reason I get so down on myself is I'm not overly familiar with the set. Like, I've played probably 10 quick drafts, if I were to assume. And is that enough? Alright, so we know they didn't have counterspell magic last time. And if they did, they insta-passed. I don't have anything I really want to play. I don't know, that's not true. Let's do Sage's Nolus. I want a creature down. They still have whatever they had last time. I don't know if it's Syncopate. If it is, they should have done it last turn, in my opinion. Unless they're waiting for something big later on. Let's keep in mind they're playing in red too. We could see a Vivi. From my experience, I've had Vivi twice, once in a Premier draft, once in a quick draft. And Vivi, in my opinion, is best in a deck with black where you have single target removal. It feels so much better when you reduce the board state and just keep pinging them and getting counters on it. This may seem dumb. Actually, no. I don't want to do Realm Sketching. I was going to do it on the Dragoon's Wyvern, but that ain't it, fam. Let's offer a trade here. I doubt they take it. They're playing 3 colors. They have white. I'll take this trade. I have no problem with that. That's fine. I got other flyers, bro. I got them. Ooh. I got 4 mana. I'm probably going to do Realm Sketching for 2 reasons here. Maybe not this turn, possibly next. I can copy the Dragoon's Wyvern and still have a 2 power creature to destroy theirs, and possibly bait out a removal spell if they have one for it to keep their Wyvern alive if that happens. But right now I want to try and hit land and or a bomb. Creatures get -1. Yeah, that doesn't really do it for me, and that doesn't help a ton. It just gets rid of their token. So let's get the Malbro. We can stay on curve this way as well too. And I think that's the move. So let's get a swamp. Let's play that. I think we're gonna double pressure them because the board state's not incredible. Sage's Nolus on the Sentinel is going to be way better anyways. And then we'll untap the Sentinel. Yeah, that's fine in my opinion. Because they didn't have an equipment attached to their tokens. So, they would need the 5 mana red spell that deals 6 damage to the Sentinel, or the white removal spell that destroys target non-land permanent, or some funky blue spell that taps it down, or whatever. But now that thing's strong. That's not good. So now, we're gonna find out if they have counterspell magic. I hope they cast something. They don't. Let's test something here. Oh. Do you have Syncopate and you're about to cast it? I can draw. I don't think I want to, guys, because the only thing I'd really want here is a land. And I don't want to lose it at the cost of the Ice Flan, because I can also use the Ice Flan to guaranteed get a land. So, like, I don't think that's the move. Well, it doesn't hurt. Let's just do it. I get to choose what I keep, so yeah, let's ditch the world map. Alright. I want to give this a shot here. At least get the counter spell out of hand, so that way if we try to cast Terra, it doesn't get shut down. I feel like they have Syncopate. Or Swallowed by Leviathan, sure. Go ahead and swing. It's getting dicey. There's no doubt about it. 4 damage in the air every turn is quite annoying. I do have the Realm Sketching, though, so I can at least block that for a turn. Two turns left. Not great. Let's buy some time here with the Ice Flan. Do they have another counter spell? Probably. Sure. Why not? I'm not too worried about the Blazing Bomb, because if they cast one 4-mana spell, they get a counter on it. So if they were to remove the Ice Flan next turn, we still only take 6. They could have had one here, but that would have still just been 7 if they cast a 4-mana spell on my turn there. God, this is annoying. It's not over, though. What I need is side quest Hunt the Mark, like now. That's not it. How much mana do I have? I have 6. What am I doing? I could have done rook turret. God, I'm so dumb. What was I thinking, bro? I guess that's fine too, but... Do they have removal? What do they have? They have white mana. Can I just kill it? Yeah, sure. I'm only swinging with one creature because I don't want to risk them having removal. Either way, that token would have got sent back to hand. So the only shot we have here this turn... Well, we got a couple. We have... I mean, if they have Lightning Bolt, it's just over. Alright, we got a land. Sweet! Alright, so artifacts. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got enough to do Terra's ability. After casting her, I hope we hit side quest Haunt the Mark. Brother, this feels so bad. This is not fun. I also need Lot Coal, possibly, but not now. I need that after hitting side quest Hunt the Mark. MTG spirits, MTG gods, whatever you are, please let me hit side quest the mark off this free spell. Oh, brother, this feels so bad. I got no spell to draw. What do you mean? What do you mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. What the flip are you talking about? Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can't tap it. Duh. Shouldn't have played Cornered by Black Mages. Reading helps. Is there a way to untap this? Target attacking creature. No. I don't know why they're saying that to me like it matters. You're gonna bolt me in the face. I want to see what that top card is. Let's find out. Can I see? It's my own deck. Can I please look at it? Please? Like, just once? You know, the funny thing is, I was highly debating. It, I'll show you. I was highly debating getting rid of realm sketching and just putting in another rook turret. And this game would have been vastly different if that was the case. Having two of those rather than a token that got sent back to nowhere, I would have had a rook turret that I could have recast. Yep. I'm gonna be honest, guys, like, the deck isn't bad. I know it's not bad. There are things that were out of my control in terms of, like, targeted removal. I just didn't have it. Nothing I could do about that. I missed a Sephiroth's Intervention in the draft, but I think I chose something else that I felt was better at the time. But, like, this is not a bad deck. It's just not. I don't know. It is what it is, so let's do this. Let's be done. We went 4-3, so it's still positive. I don't have enough to do another draft for free, which is a bit of a bummer. Another win would have got us there, but played Vincent once and it died, which is a real shame. But yeah, let's claim our prizes and open a pack. I don't think I've gotten a bonus pack in any of the quick drafts I've done in the past few days. But let's see what I get. I must have leveled up too. Got some Aether Drift there. Darkness Crystal. Cool. I'll have you guys open these packs with me too. Okay, don't really care about this set. My dude. Gotten that achievement before, but long before achievements existed. Lance, am I right? Okay, well, I think that's it for today. Catch you guys later.